Okay, real quickly, I forgot to mention in my review of Pacific Rim, the music. I love the music in this movie. I love the choice of direction they went with these musics. The music has a scene for everything. Everything has their own music. The movie in particular has this music. Okay, Mako has her own music. The the kaiju has their own music. Everything has a specific tone in this movie. It all comes together and clashes well, very well. So very well done, Guillermo. Very well done. Cue that intro. Welcome everybody to another Blue review, and today's Blue review is going to be Pacific Rim. Now I know this Blu-ray came out maybe like a month or two ago, but I'm just now getting to it because I had a lot of work to do. So I'm sorry that the review is kind of late. But right now we're going to start on disc 1, and that is the movie. And the main special feature is the focus points. So the main movie itself, I gave the movie a badass seal of approval, and that rating still stands. This movie is fucking incredible. Okay, Guillermo del Toro knows how to fucking make a movie. Okay, the picture quality on this bad boy is superb. I do not like this cover though, but I might get a reprint. I don't know yet. The audio, because this is a fucking giant robot versus monster movie mashup, is incredible. You can hear every sound from the Jaeger, from the arms moving, from the turbine spinning, from the I forget the name of it, but it's the little things where the vents, there you go, the vents, it's everything is just amazing. Okay, everything about that is just awesome, so I'm giving that part an A. Now for the focus points, this focus points featurette is like an hour and 2 minutes long, and what that is, it takes you behind the scenes of the almost half of this movie. You get to see how this movie went in production and how the effects came to be, and almost half of the stuff is realistic. Most of the sets are huge, and some of them are like the big main doors, if you will, of the headquarters they're at. A lot of work went into that stuff. It's not just a big CG mashup. Guillermo del Toro made this movie, I want to say, almost as a tribute to classic monster movies. Okay, and even he says this is more of out of respect, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to say that because this is more out of respect to those movies, because they did pave the way for movies like Pacific Rim to even be on our theater screens. You know what I mean? And he knows classic monster movies to the T, at least, because he puts every little detail, not only just on the main focus of the human characters, he puts them in the monsters' characters too. He makes each monster their own, each robot their own. Nothing is the same in this movie. Everything has a different feel to it. Every monster / robot has a different weight to it. He makes sure all that went into production, and makes sure everything was at least somewhat different than the last one, you know. And I kind of wish they would do that with the Transformers movies, because we all know giant robots like that don't just move around. They don't make like a big old tremble or something like that, and they're not that heavy. In this movie, the robots are heavy. Okay, well, we know that already if you've seen the movie, but I would like to see a Transformer movie take that kind of aspect in the frame. Like, how heavy is the robot? I mean, I know they transform into vehicles and stuff like that, but I mean, give it a little bit more realistic to it. You know what I mean? And he does that with these robots. They have that realistic feel. The monsters have the realistic feel. How they walk, how they crush things. You know, they're not all the same. They're massively different. And I appreciate that. I appreciate the hard work that went into these sets. You know what I mean? The sets are just great. Even though it's like maybe like one whole set here and a bunch of green screen behind that. Or Idris Elba's office is like there, but the door is green screen. You know what I mean? It's little things, just the little things that he does. Even the big fight in Hong Kong where the Kaiju and Gypsy Danger are fucking fighting in the shipyard, and Gypsy Danger grabs the freight containers, and when he's headbutts him, or concerto like Edge and Christian used to do, the monster in the face, you can see like little shit falls out, and if you look real closely, you have a moped over here, a couch over there, some TVs falling. He made sure all that shit made the final cut. That is incredible. Even down to the paper in the offices, when the fucking robot's hand smashes through the window and it comes back out, all the paper goes flying around. Little things like that makes this movie worthwhile. Okay, it really does make this movie that much more fantastic. And that much detail went into that. And I'm so glad this movie's getting a sequel. And I know I said sometime early last year in my Q&A video that this movie doesn't really need a sequel. But I'm so glad it's getting one. Because to have this movie come in second to Adam Sandler, nearly killing this movie's box office, y'all people who pay for Adam Sandler's bullcrap should be ashamed of yourselves. Instead of paying for hard work quality like a Pacific Rim for crap that Adam Sandler craps out on a yearly basis for his own greed is utterly ridiculous. And I hope the same thing does not happen with Godzilla, because I don't want to see Godzilla struggle. Godzilla should own this summer, you know. But yeah, so that is this one. Stay tuned as we go on to this 2 and their features. Alright everybody, on to this 2 of Pacific Rim. You have the director's notebook, which is basically what it is, what it sounds like. It's a director's view of his notebook, of all his scribblings, his writings, and stuff like that. That was pretty interesting, but you actually have to read it yourself to find out all the stuff about the movie. And then you got Drift Space, and what that is basically a world of sequences, of drift sequences, of character bios, and you get to learn a little bit more about the characters and stuff like that, which was really interesting to look at, and very informative about all the other characters that we know and love from this movie. And then you got the digital asteroid of Pacific Rim, and what that is a little quick look behind the CGI monsters and robots and how they came to be before the final product was unveiled, and how they would work with them on the computers and stuff like that. That was a very interesting little watch. It's 17 minutes long, and it's very interesting, and I loved it. It was pretty good. And then you have the Shatter Dome, and that's a series of little still galleries and stuff like that from the movie. You got your deleted scenes, of course, and you got your blooper reel, and then you got your 29-minute making of Pacific Rim, which is also a great watch to look at. All in all, a movie about the world, saving the world, as Guillermo puts it. Very well done, very well put together Blu-ray and movie, of course. And without a doubt, Pacific Rim is going to get an A+. The Blu-ray is going to get the A+. Very awesome Blu-ray. Urge all y'all to buy it if y'all haven't bought it already. So, let me know what you guys think about the Blu-ray down below. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you think they need more featurettes? And all in all, all the features on both discs, plus the movie. You got the 2-hour, 11-minute movie. You got the hour and 2-minute movie on disc 1. Then you got the other extras over here. You got yourself like about a 5 to 5.5 hour entertainment all in this one package. You can't ask for nothing better than that. So yes, I sat through all 5 hours just for you guys. Hard work always pays off. So yes. Alright, I am out.